Hola, hello, welcome. In this lesson we're going to be talking about using a metronome. This is a companion video to this lesson, which is on the website at robhig.net, and that'll be the end of that shameless plug. I'll read the first paragraph. The metronome is arguably one of the more important tools we have available to help us develop musically. The metronome plays a steady click, which is measured in beats per minute, otherwise known as BPM. That's how you will see it abbreviated. It's a great tool. I use it all the time. I recommend to everybody that's serious about being a musician, no matter what instrument you play, you should be using a metronome. Some people like to use a drum machine, which has got a lot more options, a lot more fun to play with, but that's not going to be what we're talking about today. We're talking about a metronome. It's an important tool for a couple of reasons. It helps you to develop and maintain a good sense of rhythm. Rhythm is clearly your responsibility as a musician. You shouldn't be depending on anyone else to keep a steady rhythm. You should all be able to do it, whoever you're playing with. And if you're ever playing with a drummer that can't keep time, find another drummer. So there it helps you develop a good sense of time. It also helps you to learn to listen while you play, which is a very important skill. I dare say in my years of running jams, I have met guitar players that don't listen. Likewise, I've met people that don't listen. You probably have as well. And you probably got very frustrated talking with them because they didn't listen. Well, same thing in music. If I'm playing with somebody that's not listening, I'm not going to have a good time. That will help you to learn to listen while you play, because you have to listen to the metronome to make sure you're in time with it. Most people, when we are listening to, or when we're playing music, because of the way our ears process music, we tend to rush things. We tend to always want to play faster than we think it sounds, faster than the way it should be. And a metronome can help you with that. It'll help you a lot. I even use the metronome sometimes when I'm learning a passage in a song that I'm singing, because when I sing, sometimes I get emotional, and there'll be passages where I tend to rush and I tend to pick up the tempo. Well, the metronome will help me fix that, because it'll point that out. It does not lie. It does not move. It does not rush or slow down. So it's a great tool for that. Another little thing, you can gauge progress in, let's say you're working on a tough little passage. Let's say something like, and you just want to get that down and you want to get it quicker. Well, you can play it one day. I'll get a metronome out here. This is a little Yamaha metronome I picked up years ago. And so I can play it at that tempo. Well, if I can get that down, maybe the next day, I might speed it up a little bit. And here I'm right with it. And then if I get really good, speed it up more. Like that. So again, you can gauge progress. And you can also start with anything you're working on. This is very important. That's why I'm going to look at you and tell you, start slow. Play it slow. And once you learn to play it slow, then you can speed it up. But you should always learn things at a slower tempo. I have some students that just won't do that. And I'm going to exaggerate here, but their playing tends to sound something like this. Instead of... In that second passage, hopefully I played the notes all nice and clear, and it has a good sense of music, where that's not musical. That's just banging on an instrument, in my opinion. So, at any rate, it can help you to be a better player for sure. One of the things that I do at home, and I recommend this to anyone, I'm going to slow this down a bit. And we'll just pick up the guitar and treat it like a drum. By the way, if you want to be a good guitar player, be a decent drummer. That's a sidebar and get for free. But notice I'm trying to hit exactly where the metronome hits. I can't do that if I'm not listening. So right where the metronome hits. And I usually start out by tapping my foot. And if you can't see my foot right now, which it is tapping. My foot is doing the same thing my right hand is doing. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now I'm only hitting on the downs because I'm playing quarter notes. Down, up, but the motion is down, up. Like that. If I want to play off the beat, then it's just ups. We generally play up on off beats, which is this is off beat, and we usually play down on the beat. And if we combine them, we're playing eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So now my quarter notes are 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth notes are 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I just practice going back and forth. Then I do triplets. Triplet, 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 triplet. 1. Back to my rhythm. And I can do this. It's probably better to do it slow than to do it fast. Slow is just hard to do. It's hard to get right on that. That's not easy. But if you want to play well, you got to be able to do this. And likewise at this tempo. So that's in the rush. I rushed it right there. Like that. So I'm just playing right along with it. So try to think like a drummer. And play along with the metronome, try different rhythmic patterns, try to do all of those kinds of things. And then you can transfer those patterns to playing notes and playing passages. So I showed you this. This is a Yamaha metronome. They come in all different flavors, and there's even some that are included with tuners. Used to be. You can also get them for your smartphone or your tablet. The one I use is this thing here. It's called Pro Metronome. Let me fire it up here. Yeah, look, and the screen looks like that. Oops, sorry, wrong way, I'm backwards. Now, the top numbers at the top, so 64 is beats per minute. That's how fast this is going to go. How many beats are in the minute? In this case, 64. And in this case, it's going to play a beat that is 3/4 or 3/4 notes, otherwise known as waltz tempo. Ba ba, ba ba, ba ba, ba ba. For all you wonderful tuba players out there. At any rate, so let's hear what this sounds like. I'm going to hit the little button here. Now it's pretty slow, and that's a waltz. Now if I was to accompany that on the guitar, and I'm just playing a root and 2 strums. And I'm listening the whole time to make sure I play right along. Now once I know to do that, well, maybe I want it a little faster. Maybe I can go to, let's try 74 beats a minute, like that. I haven't changed the three-quarter time, so I'm still in groups of 3. And now it's, again, I'm listening. I'm trying to get my strums exactly where the metronome is. just like that. Another nice thing about these metronomes for the tablets and your smartphone, this one has it has a couple tools. I won't go through all of them with you, but the one that I like a lot is called a rhythm trainer. It's down here in the tool section on the bottom. Now I'm going to turn that on. It's just an on-off switch. Now it's on, and what that will do, I'll get back. I'll play this again. So now I have to go back to my main screen to start that up, if I can get there. Technology is not my strong point. I'm a much better guitar player than I am fooling around with these devices. Anyway, so here I'm back at the main screen. And now what will happen is this will just drop out randomly. But it's still keeping track with the beat. So now I'm going to see if I can keep on it on my own. What most of us do is we tend to rush. And when we do, we don't come back in. Like I said earlier, it's everybody's responsibility to keep a good rhythm. If you have a drummer that can't keep a good rhythm, get a different drummer. And if you can't keep a good rhythm, then make this part of your work routine. Work on it hard. It'll improve your playing dramatically. So, I'm going to leave you with this pretty sounding G chord here, along with the metronome. Thank you so much for listening. I went off time, didn't I? Thank you for listening. If you got any comments, please just leave them in the comment section, or any questions. Send me an email, contact me over the web, whatever. Until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.